Hi guys, so I am here today to do a book talk for Laughter in the Dark by Vladimir Nabokov or Nabokov. I have no idea how to pronounce that, Michael, so why don't you tell me, okay? I tried looking it up and I couldn't find the answer. So anyways, this was originally written in Russian. When I was doing my TBR, I mentioned that I couldn't find the translator in the book. It's because he translated it himself. He was unhappy with the original translation, like someone else translated it originally, and he was unhappy with that translation. So then he himself translated it. Um, this book is absolutely fantastic. It's so good. I'm so happy. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. For me, it might be like a little bit above a 4, but not quite a 5. I don't know. I don't know what my criteria are for stars, but I thought this is absolutely fantastic. We're following the story of Albinus, who is like a middle-aged man who's trying to come up with some kind of like thing. I forget what exactly he does because that part didn't interest me as much. But basically, he is like married and he goes to the movie theaters, and there's like the usher or the girl who works there, and he falls head over heels in love with this girl who is 17 years old when the book starts. And so he kind of starts an affair with her, and then everything kind of like gets bananas. I don't really want to give more of the plot away because I feel like every single thing that, like, I was thinking about this book and I was thinking how I feel like it's so character driven. Like, the characters are so well formed, they're so incredible. But then I was like, wow, there's a lot of plot happening too. So I feel like this book is just absolutely perfect. Especially like once things start getting like really really crazy. There's kind of a lot of setup with the characters, and then once you get like 70% of the way through, the rest of it is just like, what is happening right now? I can't stop reading it. I hate Margot, which is the girl that he like falls for. I think that her character is horrendous. She's a terrible, terrible person. And I was like thinking about it and like, you know, I have all of this sympathy for Albinus, who's this like man who basically left his wife for a teenager. So I should dislike him. And I feel like Yamini, because I bet he read this with Yamini. I don't know if I mentioned that already. But I feel like she was saying that she was going back and forth, like if who she was rooting for, kind of, because their relationship is kind of like it's not healthy, and other things happen, and I say a lot, don't I? So I didn't feel that at all, though. Like, I never was rooting for Margot. I thought that she was despicable from the very beginning. You get kind of most of the stories told from, well, it's all third person, but most of it is like from Albinus's perspective. And there is like a chapter kind of early on that talks about Margot and like her. And ever since I like learned about her from the beginning, I was just like, ugh, I hate this chick. She is absolutely horrendous. It's absolutely brilliant. He is so funny. He's such a clever writer. I'll read it in a little bit. I just wanted to say that the writing is absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed, there's something that he does that I think is just like so good, where it's third person perspective and you're following one of the characters, and then the character has an interaction with someone else, and then all of a sudden it switches the perspective. And so you're following that other person. So it's kind of like in a race, you hand off like the baton. I feel like it's kind of like that. So when the two characters meet, it switches off perspectives to the other person. And I think he does it so well, and it's so seamless, and it's just perfect. And I'm getting boxer messages. um, and yeah, it's so well done. I feel like there's just enough like vague haziness that it's not spelled out for you. So you kind of have to like put things together, and I prefer that kind of writing. I don't like writing where everything is like da da da, Johnny met Sally, and then da da da, they went and had a happy life. Like, I like this like kind of confused state, but it's not really confused because you know what's happening, but you kind of have to like infer based on what is being said. Anyway, so there was one, oh my gosh, I don't know who is sending me messages. My phone is so far away. There's one little thing that I want to say, or that I want to read, that I cracked up laughing when I read it. So there's like actresses involved. Margot kind of wants to be an actress, and she's in a film, and one of the other actresses' name is Doriana Karenina. So Doriana Karenina. And Rex is one of the characters in the book. A failure, said Doriana, winking. Poor little lass. And are you satisfied with your performance? Asked Rex curiously. Doriana laughed. I'll tell you a secret. A true actress cannot be satisfied. Nor can the public sometimes, said Rex calmly. By the way, do tell me, my dear, how did you come to hit on your stage name? It sort of disturbs me. Oh, that's a long story, she answered wistfully. If you come to tea with me one day, I shall perhaps tell you more about it. The boy who suggested this name committed suicide. Ah, and no wonder. But what I wanted to know, tell me, have you read Tolstoy? Doll's Toy? Queried Doriana Karenina. No, I'm afraid not. Why? I said why really weird at the end. But anyways, I was laughing hysterically when I read that. He's so smart. He's so clever with words, and just it's lovely. I would really really suggest to everyone to read this because I don't think that there's anything like that would upset. Like I just feel like it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Okay, that is all I have to say about that. I'll link Yamine's channel below so that you can go check her out because she is lovely.